version. So I want you guys to think to yourself for a minute, just to yourself, think about it. How is it the same and different from the text and from the movie of why he wants a brain? So how are they the same and different? So just think to yourself for a second, okay? Just think to yourself, arms down. Okay, and then if you guys have come up with something, then I want you to talk quietly in your groups with each other and talk about what is same and what is different about why he wants the brain from the film version and the text version. So okay, so go ahead and talk in your groups a little bit what you guys think are the same and different.
I think well the same they're like the friendly thing is the character doesn't really sing. He thinks Dorothy but Dorothy's talking and he wants to brain in the same like well,
it's just comparing the two, comparing the text to the film. So, in this one, what text were we looking at? We were looking over here. So we're looking at that paragraph. So from the film and what he says in this, what is the same and different about why he wants a brain? Yeah, why does he want a brain? What about in the movie? Is that the same? What does he say in the movie? He can't even scare off the crows. What do you think, Chase? Say that. Okay, what about why? What are the reasons in the film that he said why he wants a brain?
He wants to.
Can't even scare a crow, right? So is that a little bit different or the same from what he says in here? He just scared a crow. A little bit different. Okay. Yeah. So that's what you guys should talk about. Okay, so let me give you guys. I'm gonna count back, and I want you guys to finish up your thoughts in your groups. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, table 3. Brayden, why don't you tell me what your group told you about it? What are some of the similarities and differences that you guys found? About, and specifically about the question, why he wants a brain.
He wants a brain so he can not be a fool, and then also not be a fool is what they agreed on, and I did too. And then the second thing that I did was he wanted a brain so he could solve all the riddles and puzzles.
Okay, and so what is you're telling me about the things that he said, but which one is from the text that he said? What did he say in the text? Why did he want a brain in the text version? So because he didn't want to be called a fool. But then in the film version, he said that as well, but what else did he say in the film? Solve riddles and things like that. Okay, Asher, why don't you tell me about your table? What did you guys talk about?
We talked about like the differences from the movie and the book.
Okay, so what did you come up with?
I came up with that the scarecrow doesn't really have like a hat like that. It's kind of darker.
So that's like a physical feature, but I want you to talk about, because we're talking about the characters and how the characters remember our essential question, how do we reveal ourselves to others? So those are the physical things about him, but what about like why he wants a brain in the text version and the film version?
He wants one because he doesn't want to be called a fool,
and that's in the text, right? So what does he say in the film?
In the film he's like, I can't even scare a crow.
Right?
Yeah,
Chase?
He wants a brain.
No talking, you guys. We're listening to our
he wants
peers.
a brain. So like he's like smart and everything.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
he thinks he's dumb.
Right. Okay, Hannah, what else would you like to add that you got your group talked about?
Well, I just realized this, but I didn't. It's not about like why she wanted a brain, but I just thought about what they both say in this, and when they're both on the pool, it said they both say like in the film and in the text that it's very tedious being stuck up the pole.
Okay.
And like
She helps him down. Yeah. So those are kind of the actions in it. Okay, so let's write. So what is what the scarecrow does? So right here, this is where we're gonna post our questions. So that first question is that one that I just asked you guys. So let's write, why does the scarecrow say he wants a brain? Okay? And I'm capitalizing Scarecrow because that's kind of his name in the story. Normally we would capitalize Scarecrow, but in the story that's his name.
Well, we don't really know his name, so we just call him Scarecrow because they don't like mention him.
Anybody, do you have your packet out? Okay, so why does the Scarecrow say that he wants a brain? So that's the question we posed. All right, so in the text, what did we say? Can anybody raise their hand, tell me an example that they said in the text, why he didn't want to, why he wants a brain? Yeah, Dora.
Remember that the Scarecrow
He didn't want to seem foolish, exactly. Perfect, so let's write that. Yeah, he didn't want to, what did you say? To look like a fool? To be a fool. He didn't want to be a fool. That's really good. And then he also, anybody want to add anything to that? Anything else in the text? Brayden? Maybe? And then you thought, yeah.
Can you please go down?
Yeah, Genesis, what else would you like to add?
On paragraph 23 at the end, it says, how am I ever to know anything? So maybe like he wants a brain so he can like actually like comprehend
And know things. Yeah, let's put that. That's a really good observation. So, yeah, he wants to know things, right? To awesome. That's really good. Okay, so in the film, what did we see that was maybe either similar or different? Hannah?
It doesn't say in the text that they started singing about why he wants a brain.
That's true. They didn't sing. But what about, yeah, in the text they didn't. But so in the film, you want to write that? They sang about how he wants a brain.
Yeah, and in the text they didn't.
They
He was
sang,
dancing.
right? But I want to get more to the root of like, of who he is, you know, what his character is, and not just like the physical things. So they sang about how he wanted a brain. We saw that. So we got that. He sang and danced about it.
I know what he's like. He's like a jolly person.
It's jolly, right?
Very jolly.
But answering this question, we're going to go back to this question. Why does the Scarecrow say that he wants a brain? In the film, he said, what else does he? Does he think, what does he think a brain will help him in the film?
Scarecrows.
Scarecrows. Brayden?
Staring and able to solve riddles.
And solve riddles. So doing these things, what do you think that's going to make him, how's that going to make him feel? Because he's kind of sad, right? Yeah, so it's going to maybe make him feel a little bit happier about his life. So
Yeah.
also, yeah, he won't be on a pole anymore. So yeah, I think that he thinks that having a brain
Wait, how can he think if
I know.
I know, it's so weird.
It's complicated.
And
talking?
and in the film, Dorothy said what Anna said, like how
Right.
can you talk about a brain?
And
Yeah.
and he doesn't know the answer to that. And
Having
he's
a brain.
himself. And he's moving